How to create 2 months of viral shorts in less than 15 minutes using AI. Hey guys, this is Shan from nkacademy.com and welcome to another tutorial. And in this tutorial, I'll be showing you how you can use AI to create over months of content for your YouTube shorts in just under 15 minutes, all with the help of AI. So in here, as you can see, I am within a channel called Quiz Monster. So if you go in over here, you can see they have got quite a huge views in the last 30 days, which means this is trending currently as well. And you can see over here, all of these are quite amazing videos that they have. And these are all simple riddles and quizzes that they are actually running. Now, to verify this concept, I had actually gone over to Social Blade as well to see whether they are actually earning money or not. And as you can see over here, if I see on Social Blade, they are making anywhere around 7.3K to 116K a year with the help of this. So that's quite amazing. Now, I have actually gone even one step forward and I'm trying to see whether it's possible for any new channel to come into the scene as well. So for that, I have actually identified another channel, as you can see over here, and this has also got 5.81K subscribers as well. And if I go over here, you can see they are also consistently getting views. So that means it's easy to dive in as well. And it's a blue ocean that you have. With that being said, now you must be asking, hey Shan, how can I actually go ahead and create this kind of shorts? This seems technical. Not at all. We will actually decode this into step-by-step process. And I'll be showing you how you can do that without any experience of creating videos whatsoever. So that being said, let's jump over and go over to our first step, which is actually creating the riddles. So for creating the riddles, we'll go over to ChatGPT. Now, if you already have that, then that's fine. If you don't have, just sign up for it. It's absolutely free to use. You can sign up using any Google account that you have, right? And once you get inside of ChatGPT, this should look something like this. Now, on the ChatGPT, I will actually instruct it to give me riddles. But remember, this prompt is something that I have actually researched and I am using this prompt. You can feel free to use the same prompt as well, or you can do a bit of manipulation as well. So let's enter the prompt that we want to. So in here, as you can see, I had just entered a prompt like as a renowned riddle expert. So in here, I have asked ChatGPT to act like a riddles expert. And then I have told it its task. Like your task is to create 5 interesting and quick riddles for your audience to solve. The riddle should be easy enough to engage and entertain participants. Each riddle should have 3 options and only one of them should be correct. Please follow table format. So in here, this is the answer that I'm going to get. And in here, as you can see, it has the riddle, then it has options, and then it has the correct answer as well. Now I'm going to actually have an even better part of it. I'm going to tell it to add a title and a hook to this as well. So let's do that. And then I'll say add them to the table and then hit on enter. And there you can see it's actually creating this. This is the title, then there's the hook, then there's the riddle, then there are the answers, and then there is the correct answer as well. So that's quite a great one to have. Now, what I could have done is that I could have given it a format as well to actually go ahead and replicate that format. But ChatGPT is intelligent enough to understand all of this. So with that being said, I just entered 5 over here because I wanted to test out the accuracy of the thing. Now, once I'm satisfied with it, I can go ahead and I can tell it to generate around 100 for us. So let's do that. I have told like 100 similar riddles in same format, right? So let's hit on enter. And now it is going to give you 100 of the riddles. So with that being said, in here, as you can see, it has all of the things done for us. And you can actually go ahead and check out this as well. That's for better results because sometimes AI do have some misfunctionality. So you maybe out of 100, 1 or 2 riddles might not be that good. So you can go ahead and do that manual checking for yourself as well. That's for the betterment of your channel. With that being said, if you wish to, you can just go ahead and copy paste this as well without thinking further. So with that being said, let it generate this 100 content. So that was our first step done and dusted, which is generating the riddle contents, right? Now, once we have done this, we need to create the videos based on these riddles. So for that, we are going to use another free tool. So that brings us to our step number 2, which is creating the video riddles. So for that, we'll head over to canva.com. So let's head over to canva.com. So boom, as you can see, we are inside of canva.com. So now what we are going to do is that we are going to create short videos. So for that, we need some vertical video format. So we'll go over to create design, click on that. And in here, we can find YouTube shorts. Just click on that. And this actually gives us the YouTube short format, as you can see over here, right? Here we need to go over to elements. And on the elements, we can search for motion backgrounds. So just do that. And in here, you can see this motion lines, moving lines, all of these are there. So we can go for motion lines maybe. You can see these are coming up. So this looks quite good. So you can go ahead and actually select any of them. There are plenty of them available. If you click on select all, you can see you can find many of them. Right? So just feel free to choose any of them. Say for example, this one, just click on this and you can see this comes up over here. Now we can just adjust the height and width so that it covers it up, and we are going to use this as a background for our shorts. So that's the sub step done and dusted, which was creating the background. Now we need to create the entire format for it as well. Right? So for that, we are going to use up something called text elements. So we'll go over to text, just click on that. And in here, we can actually add any kind of text. There are done for you text, as you can see over here. You can choose any of these as a template, or what you can do is that you can just come up over here and click on add a heading. Once you do that, you can see the heading comes up. So we will rename the heading as titles. And then in here, what we'll do is that we'll make it we'll change the font, and then we will change the size so that it appears a little bigger. There you go. It appears quite good now. But one thing over here is that this is not that much visible. So what we want is that we want a background to this title, right? So for that, what we can do is that we can just come over to elements again, and on the elements, this time we are going to search for a bar. So we can check out these bars that are available. So just click on see all, and from here, maybe I can choose this one. So this looks quite good. So nicely it comes up. Right now I can just go ahead and adjust this. Then after titles, there should be the hook, then the riddle, then the options, right? So that's how this should be formatted. So let's go ahead and do that quickly. It's the same process. So I'll be quick in doing that, and I'll be forwarding this as well. So you just keep an eye on how the things works. Now I'm back, and as you can see over here, so I've added titles, I've added hooks, I've added the options. Right? So what I haven't added yet is the riddle, because the riddle will actually come up in place of hooks. But for that, we need to actually play around with the timing. In the same space, after hook, the riddle will come up. So for that, what we want to do is that we can just click on any of this text item, right click, and just go over to show timing. Just click on that. And as you can see, the titles is timed from start to the end. So that I don't want. I want it to end pretty short. So like maybe 2 to 3 seconds. So now let's play this and see how it happens. There you see the titles is gone now. So in the same way, what we can do is that we can play around with the other things. So the first thing that should come up is the title. The second thing that should come up is the hook. So let's go over to hook, and this time go over to show timing again. And as you can see, the timing has come up. So this will come up just after the title, like this, and again let it be 2 seconds. So let's play this. There you go. So it's coming up, but you can see this placeholder is actually coming up from the start. So we don't want that. So what we can do is that we can change the time over for that as well. So like this. So make sure that it coincides with the thing. So now if we play this, this will look a lot better. You can see over here. So you can understand that. So in the similar way, we can change the timing of this yellow bar as well. We just need to select this yellow bar, and as you can see, the timing comes up. Now we can actually change this like this. So now if we play this, you can see it would come up a little better. So let's play this, and there you go. It disappears totally. So that's quite cool. Now we want the options to come up a little later. What we want now is the main body of the riddle to come up in this space. So what we are going to do is that we are going to add another element, and this time we are going to add something a little bigger, something just like this. And we want this to come up in this place, because this place will currently be absolutely free, because I'm going to actually delete all other things. So yeah, this looks quite good. So now what we want to do is that we want this to actually come up after all of this. So like here, from here, I want this text box. So now if we play this, let's do that. See titles, then there's the hook, and then everything goes away. And now right here, what I want is that I want the riddle body to come up. So let's go ahead and add a text box. And this time I'm going to add this as a riddle body. Make sure you have this right in the middle of the thing, so that whenever the riddle body is long enough, it's good enough to actually accommodate everything over here. Now we will again adjust the time frame, and we want this riddle body and the entire box to stay there till the end of this quiz. So let's go ahead and check out whether that happens or not. So you can see over here the titles, then the hooks, and then the riddle body comes up, and somewhere around here the options should come up. So let's go ahead and do that quickly. So let's play this. Okay, so the first thing that it should be is the option 3, then comes the option 1, that means this one, and then this one. So now the order should be right. I want the option 1 to come up at first, then the option 2, and then the option 3. So let's see whether that comes up. Option 1, option 2, and option 3. So that's quite amazing. Now, after this, I want the answer to come up somewhere around here. So in here, what we would do is that again, we'll go over to elements. And this time we are going to select something similar to this. So this one, let's make it a little bigger. Done. Right. And in here, I want this to have the answer. So let's go ahead and add a subheading and let this be answer. Let's place it within that option. And in here, we are going to make this impact or Anton maybe, right? And keep it at 60. That's it. So once this is done, again, we will actually play around with the timing so that the answer appears later than the options, right? Otherwise, if the answer comes up first, then people would lose the interest. There you go. Now we have actually been able to do all of this. So let's play this and see how it appears. So there is the hook. There is the riddle body. There are the options. So I had not changed the option text. I need to do that. So just one mistake that I had. And then there's the answer. Now, when the answers come, I want these options to be not visible. So what we can do over here is that we can just come over to this options. And in here, we can make these shorter, just like this. Like all the options would fade away and the answer will come up. So maybe like this. We want the options to stay there as well for a little longer. And then what we want to do is that we want option 1 text to appear from the time the option 1 appears. So like this and this. Then again, option 2, we have to actually see whether option 2 actually collides with this or not. So it's around this point that we have it. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, it's almost perfect. Okay. And then the option 3 writing. And this should come up something like here. So now let's play this and see whether this happens perfectly or not. There you go. The titles, then the hook, and then the riddle body, then the option 1, then the option 2, and then the option 3. So that's how it happens. Now you can go ahead and play around with this a little bit more to make it more perfect. So let me do that quickly. So now it looks perfect. Like you can see over here, there's the titles, then there's the hook, then there's the riddle body, then there's the option 1, option 2, option 3 coming up. And then finally, there you go. There is the answer revelation. So that's quite amazing. Now, what we can do is that to make it even more engaging, we can actually go ahead and add a little celebration once the answer option is shown up. So let's do that. So we'll head over to elements and in here we'll search for celebrations. So just go ahead and find that. And in here you can see there are plenty of celebration things. So you can go ahead and use any of them. Say for example, this one. So I can just go ahead and click on this and this would be added as you can see over here. So now if we click on this, it will show us the timing when this was included. You can see over here. So we can actually make this shorter. Like whenever the answer appears, there would be a blast. So that's quite good. Now, if we go over here, you can see there is the blast happening. So that's how it happens. And that's pretty much it. Now, if you want to actually do something more about it, like this time it looks a little empty. So what you can do is that you can come up with a video. Just go over to photos and in here you can search for pointing upwards. So in here you can find the many kind of pictures that it have, like which are pointing upwards. You can use these photos or you can use the video as well. You can just come over to video and again you can do the same thing, that is pointing upwards and hit on enter and you can find people who are pointing upwards, like maybe pointing. Right. So in here, you can see there are people who are pointing at you or there would be some people who are pointing upwards as well. So let me check out. So this one looks quite good. So what we can do is that we can click on this and this would be added as you can see. Now, again, we are going to keep this duration a little short, like before the riddle body, or we can do it before the options. And in here, we can place it at the bottom just like this. And then we can extend it just like this so that nothing comes up blank. And in here, what we can do is that we can actually go ahead and click on edit video. And in here, we can choose this background remover. Just click on that. And you can see the background is removed right now. So that's quite amazing. Now, if we play this, so you can see over here, this looks quite amazing. Right? So in this way, you can actually go ahead and make the changes. That's absolutely up to you. You can go ahead and even add a timer to it and make it more engaging as well. So that was how you can create this template. So that was the end of a step 2, which is actually creating the template using Canva. Now, once this is done, we will actually head over to our step number 3. This is where the magic will happen, which is called bulk create. Now, for this feature, you need a paid subscription of Canva. If you don't have, however, you can take a trial for 1 month. That is absolutely free to do. And in 1 month, you can create thousands of contents. And then if you find these are doing good for you, you can actually go ahead and take a paid subscription as well. So that's a pro tip from me. With that being said, so to create a bulk create thing, you just need to come over to this Canva. And in here, you can find something called apps. Just click on that. And in here, you can just search for bulk create. Just hit on enter. And you can see over here, bulk create comes up. So just click on that. And as you can see, it comes up over here. So now click on enter data manually. Make sure that you click on this, right? And in here, you have a sample data. Now I'm going to clear this table because we have already the data in our ChatGPT. So let's head over to ChatGPT in here, as you can see. And from here, you just need to copy even from the header. Make sure you copy the header too. And then you can actually go ahead and copy some of the parts. Say until this part I want to copy, right? So why I'm not copying the entire thing at once, I'll tell you that as well. Just for this time, remember that we are copying around 10 to 20 riddles at one place. So once we have done that, we will go back to Canva. And this time we'll select this thing over here and click on Control V or paste. And you can see the headers have come up with all the necessary things. So that's quite cool. Now, once this is done, we'll click on done. And as you can see, the data has been identified. Now, all that we want to do over here is make a connection between this data and this data over here. So let's go ahead and do that quickly. So for that, first thing we have is title. So just click on that, right click. And then you just need to come over to this link. Then you just need to come over to this title. And in here, you find the thing called connect data, or you can right click to come over here and find connect data. Click on that. And then you can find all the bulk data that you have. So this field is related to title. So I'll select title. Then there's the riddle body. Again, we'll right click. Again, we'll go over to connect data and we will connect it with the riddle body. Then there's the hook. Again, connect data. Hook. So that's why it was important that I had maintained that nomenclature. Otherwise, it would have been difficult for me to find out everything. So in here, this would be the option A, then the option B, and then the option C. And then on the answer, just go ahead and select correct answers. So this has been done. So we have actually mapped all the data fields, right? Now, once this is done, all that we need to do is click on continue. And as you can see, it's telling to select all. That is all the things that we have selected. So in here, we can see there are 24 things that have been selected. So just click on generate 24 designs. Click on that and boom, you are done, my friend. So Canva will do all the hard work and it will create the 24 creatives for you. So it's not a repetitive thing that you need to do. You just need to actually, and boom, as you can see, it has been creating these videos. So one after one, these are all the videos. This is the first one. This is your second one. This is your third one. So you can see all of these are being created. So this is quite amazing stuff to have. You don't need to spend a ton of time in doing all this. You just need to set up the template once, then connect the data source and boom, Canva will do all the stuff for you. So with that being said, that's how it is done. Now, once this is completed, let's play this and see how it works. So amazing. So in this way, you can go ahead and actually do all of the stuffs that you want to. Now, what we could have done is probably on this first part, as you can see, the invisible headline could be a little longer to accommodate this. Now, you can do that. I have shown you everything. So no issues with that as well. So with that being said, that's how easy it is. And that's how your shorts are created. Now, not only shorts, you can use this as viral reels as well on Instagram. So you can grow that part as well. You can use this as stories on Facebook as well. So the opportunities are endless. But that being said, now I would head over to a step number 4. You might have thought it has ended, but just to remember you, there is some steps left. Like there's the step number 4. In this step, what we should do is that we should go ahead and make a little change to the template that we had. Here is the template. So what we can do is that we can change the background color. We can change all these colors of these bars and so that it looks fresh. You don't end up sending hundreds of content in the same old format. So that's why I told you to copy 20 at a time. Make 20 reels at a time and then make a few changes on your template like the background colors, the colors of the bars, and then again put out 20. And in this way, you can go ahead and generate them. So that's the best way to do it. Although you could have ended on step 3, but this is the best way to do it, right? Now, we are not done as yet because if you want to actually upload this as shorts, you need to actually visit ChatGPT once more. So this is our step number 5, in where what we'll do is that we will create a title and description for each of these shorts. So let's instruct ChatGPT to create it for us. I have written like, please write YouTube titles, description, and tags for all the corresponding riddles, as I would upload them on YouTube as shorts. So if we hit on enter, you can see it's actually giving us the YouTube title, description, and tag as well for each of the riddle. Now, while posting, what you can do is that you can just come over here and you can actually take this as the title, take this as your description, and then there is a tag as well, which you can copy and paste. So that's how simple it is. Now, if you are doing it for Instagram, you can tell it to generate the captions as well. So that's how it happens. Now, last step number 6, go ahead and upload this on your YouTube channel, and make sure that you upload it with all of these done for you stuff like the YouTube title, the description, and the tags, and you really see a surge of views coming in, and later it would get monetized as well, and you will get the payments as well. So that's how easy it is to create all of this, and I really hope that you have enjoyed it. That being said, it brings me to an end of this tutorial, so we'll meet again on the next one.